We will be giving away 10 Welkin Moons when we hit 10,000 subscribers, because why not? I want you to have Xylonen, so please subscribe and drop your loot bar UID. You can register it from pinned comment and in-game UID with server. Alright, let's talk about Xylonen. If you're sitting there, staring at your Primo Gems, debating whether to pull or save, I'm here to make that decision a whole lot easier. You see, Xylonen isn't just a healer, she's a game changer. This girl brings insane buffs, team-wide resistance shred, and some of the easiest, most consistent support in the game. Whether you're a meta chaser, a casual player, or just someone who likes pulling cool characters, Xylonen has something for everyone. So before you decide to skip, let's go over 7 reasons why you need Xylonen on your team, because trust me, you don't want to be the one regretting it later. Xylonen is getting a rerun in version 5.5 Phase 2, and if you want a little boost, visit Loot Bar and save up to 23% on Loot Bar. Select a pack you want and just enter your UID in server, and the Genesis Crystal will be delivered within few seconds. It's totally safe, as I personally used to give out Welkin Moon. Check out Loot Bar now, link in description. 1. She's more than just a healer, she's a buff machine. I get it. You see Geo Healer, and your brain instantly goes, maybe I'll skip. But hold up, because Xylonen is so much more than that. Her elemental skill shreds enemy resistances based on your team's elements, meaning your DPS characters hit way harder. We're talking Mavuka, Neuvillette, Hutao, Arlecchino. Literally anyone who isn't a Nemo or Dendro gets a damage boost. And if that wasn't enough, her burst heals your active character while still buffing the team. She's like Bennett and Kazuha had a Geo baby, but without Bennett's HP restriction or Kazuha's awkward energy issues. You're getting damage, survivability, and consistency, all in one package. 2. Future-proof and built to last. Look, we've all pulled a character that was hyped for a patch or two, only to watch them get power-crept into irrelevance. Rest in peace, early game Kaching mains. But Xylonen? She's built different. The reason? Damage amplification never goes out of style. As long as Genshin keeps dropping new DPS units, which they will, Xylonen will always be relevant. It doesn't matter if we get a Hydro Claymore user next patch or a Cryo Catalyst in 6.0, her buffs will always be useful. If you're looking for a long-term investment, she's one of the smartest pulls you can make. 3. She works in so many teams, it's actually ridiculous. You ever pull a 5-star, get all hyped, and then realize they only work in like one team? Yeah, Xylonen is the opposite of that. She can be slotted into so many comps, and she'll always bring value. She's perfect for Neuvillette Hyper Carry, buffs Hydro, and makes your big water dragon do even bigger damage. Hutao Vape adds even more damage to an already cracked team. Arlecchino Overload. Yeah, she even works in Overload teams. Neuvillette Mono Geo. She can shred Geo resistance, making her a great pick. Raiden Shogun Hyper Carry Electro buffs? Yes, please. Melt and Aggravate shreds both Cryo and Electro resistance for max damage. And a partner in crime for Mavuka. The best part? She doesn't require a complicated setup or niche teammates to work. If you have at least 2 Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro characters, Xylonen is making them way stronger. 4. One of the best buffing artifact sets in the game. If you love big damage, this next part is important. Xylonen runs the Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City, and it is busted. This artifact set gives you a 40% elemental DMG buff that lasts 20 seconds, which, let's be real, is basically your whole rotation. And all she has to do to activate it? Trigger Crystallize. That's it. It's literally the Geo version of Viridescent Veneer, and we all know how meta-defining that set is. The difference? Xylonen's buffs aren't limited to one element. She buffs Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo, and Geo all at the same time. That kind of universal support is insanely rare. 5. She's super easy to build, no 5-star weapon needed. We've all been there, pulling a character, only to realize you need their super limited signature weapon just to make them good. Looking at you, Aika mains. But Xylonen? She's chill like that. You don't need some whale exclusive weapon to make her viable. If you got Peak Patrol, great. But if not, Favonius Sword, the new Natlon craftable, even old event weapons. They all work. Just stack DEF%, energy recharge, and healing bonus, and boom, you're set. No stress, no over-farming, just plug and play. 6. She's made for future characters. You know how Hoyoverse loves to drop new characters that make older units even better? Well, guess what? Xilonen is about to be one of those supports. Version 5.5 is bringing Varesa and Iansan, and leaks are already hinting that Xilonen will be a perfect support for both. Imagine skipping her now, only to regret it later when she turns out to be the meta pick for upcoming characters. I've been there. I still cry about skipping Naida in 3.2. If you're someone who likes to plan ahead, this is your warning. Xilonen's value is only going up from here. 7. She's getting a rerun soon. And if all of that wasn't enough, here's the cherry on top. She's already confirmed to be coming back in the second half of version 5.5, alongside Bendy. That means if you're low on primos right now, don't worry, you've got time to start saving. Because let's be real, you do not want to be sitting there in a few months, watching all your friends run Xilonen while you're stuck waiting another year for a rerun. Start planning now. Final thoughts of why Xilonen is a must-pull. Alright, let's keep it real. If you're F2P or low spending, I know pulling decisions are tough. You can't just throw primos at every banner and hope for the best. You gotta be smart with your pulls, and that's exactly why Xilonen is one of the best investments you can make. She's not just another limited 5-star that'll be power-crept in a few patches. She's a long-term support that will keep your team strong for years. Unlike hypercarries that rely on big weapons and constellations, Xilonen is completely F2P friendly. She works with 4-star weapons, she's easy to build, and she doesn't need high constellations to be insanely good. But here's the biggest thing, she makes your existing characters stronger. You don't need to pull a whole new DPS just to see improvement. You throw her into your team, and suddenly your Neuvillette, your Hutao, your Raiden, your Mavuka, they're all doing way more damage. She's basically a one-time investment that pays off across your entire account. And let's be honest, how often do we get a character that buffs multiple elements at once? This is like getting Kazuha levels of support, but with healing and better team flexibility. So if you're still on the fence, here's my advice. Pull for Xilonen now, and thank yourself later. She's not just strong, she's a game changer. If you skip her, you're gonna be watching all your friends clear Abyss with ease while you're still struggling with that one annoying wave in floor 12. Don't be that person. Alright, that's my take. What do you think? Are you pulling? Are you saving? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future updates. Oh, and if you made it this far, I'm giving away 10 Welkin Moon when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, happy exploring, and may your pulls be blessed by the gacha gods.